Hi, Center School Kindergarten. We are going to read The Mermaid by Jan Brett. And in this story, it's a lot like The Three Bears. I want you to think how it is the same as The Three Bears and how it is different. It's called The Mermaid. Oops. The Mermaid. For my great niece, Anna Merrill. Thank you to Stephen Bailey at the New England Aquarium and Cy, their Pacific octopus. Under the sea, an octopus family got ready for a swim before breakfast. "Time to put on your new hat, baby," said Oka-san. Baby did not like the floppy new hat. The hat was not happy either. As the octopus family set off behind their house, a little mermaid spotted their front door. Kinero had been drifting in a warm current with her pufferfish friend. "Take care," Puffy warned. "You never know who may live there." "But I'm so curious," she said. Kinero sashayed toward the seashell house. Inside, breakfast had been set out. There was a great big shell, a middle-sized shell, and a little shell. Kinero took a bite from the great big shell. "Too crunchy," she said. The little mermaid tried the tender bites in the middle-sized shell. "Too slimy," she said. Puffy could guess what was coming next. Kinero sidled up to the little shell. In a minute, the tempting tidbit had disappeared. "Just right," she said. "All gone," said Puffy as he wondered whose breakfast it really was. Kinero floated around the seashell house and saw 3 chairs. There was a big chair, a middle-sized chair, and a little chair. She sat down on the large coral chair. "Too many bumps," she said as she smoothed her scales. Kinero wiggled into the middle-sized chair. Down she went. "This chair is too slippery," she gasped. The little chair was the prettiest of all, and Kinero sat on it. "Just right," she said, and she gave her fins a flipperty-flip. All that wiggling broke the chair to bits. Kinero was sorry about the pretty chair, but not for long, because in the next room she spotted 3 beds. She and Puffy had been swimming for hours and were ready for a nap. She swam over and settled in. "What sweet dreams we'll have," she told her friend. But someone had been eating in that bed, and there were smashed shells and crab claws all around. "This bed is too messy," she sighed. She flopped down on the middle-sized bed. "This bed is too squishy," she complained. As Kinero patted her tiara, she spied the last small bed. It rocked like a cradle in the tide. She set her head down on a pillow star and fell asleep. Remember what happens in The Three Bears? When Goldilocks falls asleep, what happens? Soon the octopus family returned over the sandy shoals. Right away, Otosan saw his beautiful shell overturned. "Someone has been crunching on my crustaceans," he said, turning pink. Okasan huffed. "My breakfast has been splashed." She turned pinkish too. Baby looked around for her breakfast, but all she saw was the upside-down shell. "Someone's been eating my breakfast, and there is nothing left for me." Oto-san saw that his coral chair looked different. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," he announced. "Now even redder." What do you think it means if he's red? Oka-san went from pink to red when she saw her chair. "Who has been squashing my chair and scattering my teacups?" she asked. Baby saw her beautiful chair all in pieces. "The hermit crabs were taking it. My chair is going, gone," she cried. Sensing something was amiss, Otosan squeezed into the bedroom. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed." He blasted ocean water and kicked up the star-shaped sand. Puffy felt ripples as Okasan jetted toward her bed. The soft seaweed she liked to drowse in was tangled and torn. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed," she said. Baby octopus peeked inside her tiny bed and saw a beautiful mermaid. "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is." The little mermaid opened her eyes. The adorable baby's eyes were soft and sweet. Her skin was shell pink. Her graceful arms danced. But she was wearing the oddest hat the mermaid had ever seen. Kinero, who didn't like to see anyone unhappy, gasped. "That will not do." She thought about her tiara and had an idea. Just then, all three octopuses reached for Kinero with their 24 arms. Puffy was ready. He puffed with all his might. Puffa, puffa, pokey, pokey, stickety, stick. His sharp prickles did not let the octopuses near the little mermaid. Kinero had just enough time to leave her gift before she darted away. Kinero, Puffy, and their new friend Eagle Ray swam away from the seashell house. They couldn't stop smiling about Baby Octopus's crowning gift. So what hat do you think the baby octopus has? She looked radiant in her beautiful new tiara. And that's the end of the story.